Is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, Let's go, lady. 53, Mike, 53. Dan. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, 43. Let him know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
53 is the mark. 53, chest 53. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 28-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
52 is the mark, boys. 52. I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
18-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic. You don't get this one.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Williams.
He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
And the Steeler.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Steelers.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Mack Wilson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Here's Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Tannehill going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
By the Steelers.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
1st down and much more here for Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Texans nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. Let's go. Chip left, chip left. Give me some. Give me some.
Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. 56. Hey, pick your game up. 56 to Mike.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tight down. There you go. 58's the
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Carl Nassib, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. To throw is Tannehill. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Pittsburgh.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now Tannehill. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
1st down.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Texans nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Ready, hunt.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Devin Bush. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Tannehill. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Out of time.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Check pass. Check pass.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way.
and it's much more successful as well.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Malcolm Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Chavez under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 38, Texans 14. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.